Alright, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Friday, June 14th. 14th. Always have trouble with my T's and TH's. Set today by Imogen. I will warn you in advance that my usual ticklish cough seems to be a little worse today. I will try and mute in time, but apologies in advance if I don't. Alright, make known, Imogen, is to leave. So Imogen referring to herself, it's going to be I or me, like I'm off, I'm something, and that's going to be make known. Impress, impose. And no, don't see it. Let's try the downs. One is a Muslim leader. Well, we had Iman not too long ago, so if one is a, you might also say I'm an. All right, feebleness of verse amid superior work, rhymes initially out of place. Well, I don't know if it's going to be feebleness or could be out of place. Certainly verse amid. Superior, I think, can be you, as in you and non-you. Oh, it can also be A1, of course, AI. Work is usually OP. AI, and then could verse simply be a V? And rhymes initially, I think, then would be an R. And maybe that is out of place. Maybe that's a wordplay indicator, but not seeing it. One making hasty repair, taking only a second. Is it possibly a double definition? Because I can see hastiness and taking only a second. Oh, but taking only a second, just when I said that on its own, I think that's something you would say about your degree. I took only a second. Something by, passed by, or there's probably some phrase for that. Anyway, oh, of course, a second could also be AS, but I can't think of any hyphenated phrases that are something dash as. No. Dreamy prediction of creamy onion soup. Oh, I think there is a soup I'm trying to think of that might have as its charade dreamy prediction, but what is that soup? I want to say it has a French name, not bouillabaisse. Oh, I think I need a letter to get me started on that. Mulligatawny? That's, I think, a different type of soup. Creamy onion. No, unfortunately, my palate is very basic. Meat and potatoes, so a creamy onion soup doesn't sound that appealing to me. All right, bent pipes fitted in fuel Bowser. I have no idea what a Bowser is. Now, wasn't Bowser a character on Laverne and Shirley? But it must have some meaning. I think that's going to be the definition, whatever it is. And I'm thinking we're going to anagram pipes now, or something for pipes, and put it inside a fuel, which could be gas or oil. Oh, I think bent pipes might be a U for a U bend. Oh, I think we've also seen S meaning a type of bent pipe. So I could certainly see putting two S's inside a fuel, a four-letter fuel. Will I pause and look up what a Bowser is? I think I will. Well, there's a Bowser in Mario Brothers, I think, but Bowser can mean a fuel container. So maybe fuel Bowser does go together, but I think it's just some clever wordplay. It could be a petrol pump, or it could be a dog. Ooh. Is there a dog with two S's in the middle of it? No, not seeing it. Songsters, no end, shy, internally tense, on edges of cops. Oh no. So maybe it's songsters is the definition. So no end shy might just be SH. Internally tense could be ENS. And then the edges of the cops are CE. But I'm not sure how I put those together. In order, it doesn't look right. Shensh. How about if it all goes on CE? Sessions. No songsters. Oh, those could be birds. I think we've seen that sort of wordplay before, that it's a very loose definition. Not getting it. Distance indicator. In case somebody takes motorway first. Well, immediately thinking of a 9-letter distance indicator would be a milestone. And the motorway first could be the M1. Ah, yes, the MY1 at the beginning. And lest is in case, and I think one could be somebody. Hallelujah. All right, let's go back to the acrosses. Force. Moving, mass, to part of gut. I'm thinking it's going to be a part of the gut, ending in M. Oh, I should be able to know that. I think force moving sounds maybe like an anagram of a word for force. Mass could just simply be that M. But, yeah, I'm not sure what the part of the gut ending in M. I think there's an ilium. Is there something else? Ilium? No. A, depression. Around 5, December mostly. Well, my friend Joe's birthday is the 5th of December, but I think we're going to break it. I think it's going to be A, followed by a word for depression, which could be just a low point in the ground, around a V, and yes, so a depression could be a dent. You put that around V, the Roman numeral for 5. And most of December is Advent. Okay. Prepare me a blunt sedative. So I think it's going to be an anagram of me a blunt. Oh, am I going to know this sedative? And to something. Of course, it may not be a medicinal one. It might be a natural sedative. I keep thinking of Tuanols, which I think is a drug. If you know the Velvet Underground Live at Max's Kansas City album, somebody near the recorder asks for some of those. That ain't it. Bun metal. No, I don't know my sedatives, I'm afraid. I'm sure some of you have seen it already, but not me. All right. Little pests come silently. By end of day, crop is flattened. I have a feeling it's going to be little pests. And I only immediately think of this word because it came up in a crossword, I think pretty close to when I started recording my attempts. When I was a little bit worse than I am today, believe it or not. And that was creepy crawlies. And I can see to come silently could be to creep. End of day is Y. And crop is flattened. Oh, I think crop is another name and maybe an old name for your throat, which could also be your craw, and that one at least we still use today when something gets stuck in your craw. And I suppose if it is flattened, it lies. All right. My view is available on request. I think it's going to be a double definition, my view. If you ask me, yes. So on request, if you ask me, I like that one. It's short and simple. All right, now we have, verse might be V. Amid superior work. Yeah, I think it is going to be feebleness. Poverty, possibly. Amid superior work. Superior work, I wonder if that could be a joke about a Mother Superior's work. The Sisters of the Poor, I don't think so. Let's see. I mean, it might be some work for a word for superior work, but you move the R in it, rhymes initially. Oh, yes, I think it's poetry. You move the R in poetry and then you bung a V in the middle and you get poverty, which is not exactly the synonym you would first think of for poverty. Anyway, but I can definitely see IMP. I'm. Imogen is to leave. Is to leave. And make known is the definition. I don't see it. Now, one making hasty repair. I'm wondering something like banged up or bunged up. Something up anyway, I'm pretty sure. No, not seeing it. All right, let's look at some more downs. Strange mysteries In TV series, 3-8. I think it was one of my favorite television programs growing up, and I think it's going to be an anagram of mysteries in, and that's yes, minister. But saying mysteries in a TV program reminds me of my friend John, who complained to us once that he had watched an episode of Unexplained Mysteries, and he was very put out that they actually explained some of the mysteries. Therefore, they were not unexplained. He had a point, I suppose. Old American, light-skinned, holding British, to be useless. Well, could be an old American, maybe. Maybe one of the Native Americans. But I have a feeling it's going to be useless, is the definition. Holding British sounds like we're going to put a B in the middle of this. What's an old American? Light-skinned, could be pale. Oh, I can see if it's pale with a B in it, you would have a P-A-B-L-E ending, meaning useless. Not inoperable, in somethingable. Old American. Oh, could that be Incan? Incapable. Yes. Old American is Inca. I suppose, yeah, sorry, you would describe somebody as being an Inca. There we go. All right, that's a useful one to get. Let's go back to the acrosses. Love, what fallen hero becomes, they say. Well, looks like we have a homophone. What fallen hero becomes, and love, oh, love could be zero. Yes, I think it's referring to the phrase, so it's not a homophone, it's just referring to the phrase from hero to zero, which love in tennis is zero. Gently persuade, to announce drinks. Okay, this one I think is a homophone. So it sounds like drinks, and it's going to mean gently persuade. Ooh, what's that beginning with C? No, not seeing it. Green, annual meeting, not disrupted. And then a question mark. No, don't see it. Dad's right. Each year's a very long time. After the first, go. Well, since we have the starting P, I'm thinking dad's right is we're going to start with probably P-A-R, pa plus right. Each year's a very long time. After the first, and then go. I'm guessing it's going to be an ing ending, although that means our soup would end in a G. Is that possible? Partaking something, go. Of course, it could be a go as in a game where you take a go. Is after the first part of the definition? No, I'm thinking that's going to be part of the wordplay. No, don't see it. Left impression, puncturing smart politician. I'm thinking a politician is the definition. Is it going to be the name of a specific one or an elected position or a member of a specific party? Yeah, left impression, I think it's going to be some short word for that. And that's going to puncture or go in the middle of a word for smart. Ooh, smart can also, apart from meaning bright, can mean to hurt. But I don't see it. Nope. Book Susie, time to move on. Ooh, that's a clever one. Book Susie, time to move on. Susie Quattro comes to mind immediately. I don't think it's her. No, they pick the last of the readers. Okay, so they pick, maybe it's guitarists or banjo players, or, oh, how about electors? Yes, so I think the last, oh no, I think it's last of the is the letter E, and readers from the Latin are lectors. There we go, lectors. All right, last of the acrosses. Second sight of the French uniform on a volcanic island a bit off. Okay. I wonder if it is, second sight. I'm immediately thinking of déjà vu, and it's of, I think in French is de. Uniform. Uniform is simply the letter U from the phonetic alphabet, and the volcanic island is Java, but a bit is off it. All right. Well, not a great showing on the acrosses. Let's try and finish strong on the downs. Non-tenured. Job, that's a cushy one. Getting in at the top. I wonder if it could literally have in at the top of the word and be a non-tenured job. I don't know what a cushy one would be. Pillow, no, all right. Champion, uptight inside, has to get going. Well, I think again, wordplay, we're going to have a word for champion on the outside and uptight on the inside. Oh, I wonder if that could be prim. Although then it would be IM, and we'd have to put something between the M and the E, which I don't think is that common in English. No, and has to get going. Nope. Article on tax turning up in restaurant. Well, a common tax in Britain and in crosswords is VAT, and I'm thinking if that is turned up, in fact the whole thing is turned up. So article is an, on is about or re, tax is VAT, and you reverse all of it to get a taverna. A rook and a rodent revealed when flood receded. Ooh. I'm guessing a rook is there because it is a chess piece, and that can be a man. It can also, I think, simply be an, yes, it can be an R in chess notation. And a rodent is a rat. And I think this is referring to the theory that Mount Ararat is where Noah's Ark came to rest when the flood receded. Maybe there's another explanation of that, but we'll see at 15 squared if they agree with my diagnosis. All right, NAF, way Americans treat color. Oh, that's clever. I made a reference earlier to this whole thing of you and non-you. I think it's baffling to anyone who didn't grow up in Britain, but I think it was, I want to say it was Nancy Mitford popularized this whole concept of dividing things that are, I suppose, that a snob would consider acceptable or superior as being you, and anything that Nancy Mitford or her ilk would not touch was non-you. And of course, Americans spell color without a U. All right, so we've got through everything. Not looking great, but at the same time, I think there are enough letters to at least get close to finishing. Well, yeah, this is not looking like we would have PAR and then another R. So let me remove that. Dad's right. Each year is a very long time. After the first, go. Ooh, I'm wondering if, just because the V I think is useful, I'm wondering if it's something drive. And so go could be vim or vigor or some kind of drive. But what kind of drive is it? Yeah. Dad's right. If it is drive, where does that come from in the wordplay? Very might be the V. Each year is a very long time. No, I don't see it. Now our left impression, puncturing smart, politician. Oh, I know you can describe some members of the Labour Party as a Blairite. Ah, yes, so left is L. If you give an impression, maybe there's an air of something about it. And that means bite must be smart. Now, how is bite equal to smart? I have no idea. Yeah, that's a mystery to me. Here's our book, Susie. Time to move on. Ooh, could it be a book? Oh, it is Susie Quattro. Oh my goodness. And the T for time moves forwards to give a quarto, which I suppose is I think a size of a book. Quarto size, the size of the pages. I may have told this story before, but when I moved to the US in 1988 with some friends, we used to go to a buffet at a Holiday Inn where this older gentleman played the piano as everyone ate. And we got talking to him once and found out that he was Susie Quattro's father. And he was very proud of her. And he was delighted to meet a bunch of Irish and English people because we knew how famous Susie Quattro is. And I was surprised to learn at that time she's not that well known in the US. I think she's had some records out recently, so that's good to see, and I think a documentary. But very important person in my musical history. I remember seeing her on Top of the Pops with Can the Can and Devilgate Drive and all of that. Great stuff. All right, non-tenured job. It's a U something E. Yeah, some kind of temporary job or something on where you're on approval in probation or something. But I don't know a word for that. Okay, let's go back up to the top. Make known. No. Yeah, let me, I think I'm going to have to cheat. I don't know if it is cheating, but certainly I'm going to use wordplays.com, a website where you enter the letters you have and it tells you what words match that pattern. So we'll see what it has for this one. The primary definition is taking only a second. If you think about who comes second in a race, and I suppose if you make a hasty repair, you run something up. So punningly, a runner-up is someone making a repair. Well, I'm thinking import, but I'm not exactly sure if make known is to import. I know as you say something is of great import, but I think that's just from importance. And to leave, can that be to port? I'm going to check it. No. Oh, impart, of course, to impart knowledge. Oh my goodness, how did I get that wrong? I mean, there were only 5 vowels that could have gone in there, and I chose the wrong one. All right, now how about our part of the gut? No. Oh, now this is interesting. Having a W. Oh my goodness. It's just because of the W and realizing, wait a minute, Bowser has a W. Of course, it's a hidden clue. And I suppose you would call a pipe that's bent an elbow join or an elbow pipe. So there we go. All right, let's try Mia Blunt and see what we have. Again, I'm not too confident I'm going to know. Oh, Nambutal does ring a bell. I'm going to put it in and check this. No, I have the letters reversed. Nembutal. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not too mad about that since you have to be familiar with your sedatives. Maybe that is a well-known one. Anyway, I had the right wordplay, although I think this is probably one of the easier clues you'll see. All right, what could this soup be? Yeah, I think I'm going to Google onion soup. Oh my goodness, well, I tried Googling names for onion soup and I just got a load of recipes. But so then I went to wordplays.com, put in the letters I have, and there is a word. Hands up, who knew this word? Oneromancy. I know other words ending in mancy or manse, necromancy, etc. And so I think it is predicting the future in your dreams. So it must be an anagram of creamy onion. Soup. My goodness, I can't believe I fell for that, but soup was indicating an anagram. All right. Now, what is this part of the gut? No, it's not coming to me. Here I thought we were going to have SH, internally tense on edges of cups. So I think it's going to end in ICE. But what songsters would these be? Unless a copse is the definition. No, I think it must end in ICE. Songsters. No, I think I'm going to go ahead and reveal this one. Titmice. Yes, of course, the titmouse is a bird, despite the name. Let's see, how does the wordplay work? Songsters, no end shy. No, I don't get that. Internally tense. No. All right, so we'll have to look at 15 squared for that. All right, let's look at 4 across. No, I'm not sure what part of the stomach that is, so let me try word plays. No, I think the definition is actually force. And I think the word is momentum. And while the moving mass seems like it's part of the definition, I think force is the definition. Moving mass, the part of gut, I think, is the tum. That seems a little unfair. That's not really a part of. Unless, yeah, so I don't fully understand this, so I'll hold off criticizing it until we see what 15 squared has to say. All right, this one, gently persuade to announce drinks. No, I don't get that. And here are green annual meeting. Oh, could it be an anagram of meeting not? That is, green annual is the definition. I think it's going to be a plant. So let's try the anagram helper. Meeting, not. Where's that G going to go? I don't recognize any of these as a plant. There's something, isn't there, antimony? Oh, I mean, it's almost mistletoe, but obviously not. But I wonder if it's mignonette. I can see that being a word. Oh, mignon, hold on. Let's try putting it in right. just because I can see mignon, I think is the French for something, and adding the et, let's check it. It is right, so somehow I managed to find that, but I don't understand it. All right, here's Dad's right. Ooh, it's not ing. It's I something y. I'm thinking ity. Because the y might be the year, a very long time after the first go. Oh, paternity. Paternity's something I'm thinking. So maybe Dad's right is the definition. Can that be it after the first go? But is there something called paternity drive? Is that a thing? Oh, hold on. If I typed it in right, I might have a better chance. I'm going to go ahead and check it. No, paternity something, not paternity suit. Paternity leave, of course. Ah, yes. Each year is a very long time. Oh, I'm thinking the very long time is eternity, but after the first go, maybe dropping the first letter of eternity. Each year's. No, this is one I'm going to have to rely on 15 squared to explain to me. All right, this non-tenured job now. Ooh, insecure, perhaps. Maybe if you're non-tenured, you're insecure. That's a cushy one. Getting in at the top. Not sure, let's check it. It is correct, but again, I'm going to need 15 squared. All right, just two. Champion, uptight inside, has to get going. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at 15 squared for this one. No, there's actually a lot of words that fit that pattern, and didn't see anything jumping out at me, so I'm going to go ahead and reveal this one. Actuate. So I think to get going is to actuate. I think uptight is taut. Oh no, this is fiendish. Tight is taut, and uptight means you have to write taut backwards. Oh my goodness. And the champion is an ace, and then actuate is to get going. All right, gently persuade. Oh, to coax. Ah, yes, and coax sounds like Coca-Cola's. I can see that. All right, let's check all. Oh my goodness. Oh, imam. I always get confused on iman or imam. So let's see, did anything else drop out? No, so that's a couple wrong and a couple I had to reveal. So not a great showing this week in general. So hopefully next week will be better, and we do have the Everyman and the Cryptic coming that are a lot easier, coming out on Sunday. All right, let's see what 15 squared has to say. All right, today's blog is by Eileen. Imogen rounds off the week in fine style. Enjoyable challenge. Minor quiblet at 22 down. Oh, I wonder, I can't remember what one that is. Anyway, there are quite a few. I just wanted to... Oh my goodness, so there is a part of the gut called the omentum, so it's not simply tum, so I do withdraw my criticism. So mass plus omentum is a force moving. All right. Goodness gracious. And then 18, meeting not. Yes, I got that. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure why I wrote that one down. I understood that one. Okay, 21, paternity leave. Oh, PA is per annum each year, plus a very long time after the first letter, plus if you go, you leave. Oh, that is clever. Yeah, I think just starting with PA when we have the definition of dad's right. Tricky. Yeah, bite is smart as a verb. Oh, I think it get, yes, if you get some pain, you might say that bites, or not in the sense of that bites, but oh, that's a biting pain. It really smarts. All right, then on the downs, imam, of course. Oh, and it is an and lit. One is, oh, a Muslim leader. Okay. Poetry, yeah, I'm not sure where this comes from. The poetry is superior work. Is that some well-known phrase or quotation? Don't quite get that. Creamy onion. Okay. Good anagram, all right. Yeah, so timid is shy. Okay. Around T for tense, plus the C and the E, which I did get, but I didn't get that other part. 15, insecure. Oh my goodness. You have to think of a sinecure and then move the IN to the top. That is very clever. And then I want to see 22. Oh, 20 was, I just want to, yeah, Mount Ararat is where Noah's Ark came to rest after the flood. So she said she had a quibble with 22 down, non-U, but I'm not sure what the quibble is. Oh, it's not a pangram, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what the quibble was. What was the quibble at 22 down, but didn't say what that was. Oh, but it does have a quibble at 26. De is French of, not of the. But I think you could say second sight of in the French language, so I think it's fine. But I think she's right that you could have left the second sight of French uniform. Would have worked just as well. All right, well, another tough one. It's been a tough week, but we made it to Friday. Anyway, thanks as always for watching, and have a great day.